What is going on, guys? I am Sam. Welcome back to Louisiana. Today, we're going to be doing something that should be pretty funny. We're going to be reacting to mountain biker memes. I'm a mountain biker. I love riding mountain bikes. And I found some pretty funny ones, so we're going to see what they're like, and this should be great. Let's go see. I know you can't really see it, but my laptop is right here, and we're gonna be reacting to mountain biker memes. And I know the problem is right now, I don't look much like a mountain biker. I just look like an imposter, so let's change that. Okay, there we go. Now we're properly in the mood to do this, so I'm probably gonna get so called out with this. I know it's gonna be terrible. Okay, we're gonna start off with the first one. This poor guy looks like he is in some pain. What happened to him? Took a flat pedal to the shin. Oh no, I can feel the pain of taking a flat pedal straight to your shin just by reading this. I kid you not, although I ride flat pedals, I've never ridden clipless. My legs are permanently changed. I have scars and divots in my shin bones. Flat pedals are dangerous if you do not have shin pads. In fact, if you wear anything on a mountain bike, wear your helmet and wear your shin pads. It will save you so much pain. Like, this one's so true, and it's a little painful just to even read. The pain and memory of flat pedals is just ingrained in my core. We gotta move on from that on to the next one, because that's just too painful to even look at. Expectation versus reality. Oh, this is great. Every single trick you do, your expectation is just that what is this? It's a Superman seat grab no-hander. I don't know what that's called. This guy's just doing a massive nothing, and then that's the expectation. The reality is kind of it's a little bit different. You're kind of bouncing off the drop. That doesn't look too good. I definitely know this feeling. The worst is when you think you've done this incredible trick, like a new trick you've just learned, you tried something out, and then you go back and watch the video, and the video is just the most heart-wrenching thing ever. It's just you barely even do the trick or something. It's sad sometimes when you go back and look at it. We gotta move on. This is also a little bit depressing. When you attempted to do your own maintenance and 4 hours later, your bike doesn't shift anymore. It makes a strange new sound, but at least you have a new cable. This is so true. I have so many horrible stories of this. One time, my brakes were a little mushy, like they weren't grabbing how I wanted to. So I was like, oh, I can save a trip to the bike shop. I can just bleed my brakes myself. So I have my own little brake bleed kit already, had the bike set up, had the gloves on. I was ready. I was committed to bleeding my own brakes. And of course, I got YouTube playing with the how-to video. So I have everything set up and I'm bleeding my brakes. Somehow, about 45 minutes later, I had brake oil on my pads. There was no oil in the hydraulic lines. The brakes didn't work at all, and I just made it so much worse. Mechanicking on your own bike is very, very risky. If you're not positive you can do it, then there is a super high chance it's gonna go wrong. And honestly, even if you are positive you can do it, stuff still goes wrong working on your bike. It's always gonna be something crazy happening whenever you're working on your bike. Even if you take it to the bike shop, it can go crazy there. I don't know, mountain bikes kind of have a brain of their own. What people think I ride when I say I'm into mountain biking versus what I actually ride, this is true. And living in Louisiana, where everything's kind of flat, I'll tell people, oh, I'm a mountain biker. And there's like, mountains? Where are those? What do you ride? And you know, that's when you have to explain that mountain biking is more than actually just riding a bicycle down a mountain. And it's also more exciting than just pedaling your bicycle on trails. You can free ride, you can ride jumps, you can ride ramps, you can ride dirt jump bikes in the skate park. Yeah, all that's mountain biking. It all counts. So do not be afraid to say you're a mountain biker, even if you live nowhere near a mountain. I certainly don't, but yeah, I'm a mountain biker. Moving on, riders be like, is the bike okay? In the middle of a crash, this guy's having a bad one. He's on his head and the bike's on top of him. That's a bad day. But it's true. I've told people I'm riding with, if I crash, pick up the bike and check the bike and then check on me. Like, I will heal, but the bike, I mean, if stuff's cracked on the bike, then that's way worse. And I have so many videos of I'll crash and be on the ground and I pick up the bike and I'm looking over the bike, and then after I've made sure that everything's okay there, that's when I'll start checking out my own damage. Because that, I mean, scraped off skin, it'll grow back, but if you crack your frame, then that's a lot worse. So if you're ever riding with a mountain biker and they crash, go check on their bike, pick their bike up, get out of the way, and then go check on them. It sounds really mean, but it's actually not. It'll probably make their day. I even have a shirt about this. Is my bike okay? That is #1 priority. Way before me, we gotta make sure the bike's all right. It's a serious deal. Make sure the bike's okay. All right, we gotta go on. What I think I just did versus what I actually just did. This is like the other one where you think you've done some super cool trick and then you end up just crashing. You're not even doing anything at all. But yeah, whenever you do stuff on a bike, just in your head, it feels like you're just absolute Red Bull rampage riding, doing the coolest stuff ever. And then you go back and you ask other people what it looked like, or you go back and look at the video footage and it's a little bit underwhelming, or sometimes you ride a drop and it feels so big and it's really scary. And then you turn around and look at what you just rode and you're like, oh, that was it? This is really calling me out here. The untold truth about mountain biking is that it's not always as cool as it feels. Sometimes I do really cool stuff and I just don't want to be let down, so I don't watch the videos, I don't ask anyone how it did. I just have that really good memory and I don't want to mess it up. So we're gonna move on. GoPro versus reality. This is so true. And this is also beyond ever just doing something and it actually being smaller than what it felt like. Whenever you film stuff on a GoPro, when you film stuff on this camera mounted on your helmet, it makes things look smaller. And there's reasons for that. It's a super wide angle lens, and you know, filming stuff from your perspective is the wrong way to show the actual size of stuff. But GoPro clips never do things justice. If you ever watch something and it looks impressive on GoPro, then you better believe that was some of the biggest, craziest stuff ever done on a bicycle. I mean, you can watch the craziest lines ever done, and from a GoPro, they don't look that massive. Like, you'll watch stuff from a GoPro and be like, oh, I could do that. And then you turn up and you actually see the spot and you're like, wow, this is seriously impressive. It's the GoPro effect, and yeah, the GoPro effect is real. And I say this, I love my GoPro. It's the most fun camera I use, but that is the GoPro downside. GoPro just makes stuff look small, and honestly, it just gives me more respect for the people that do stuff that actually does look massive on GoPro. You know, there has to be some rowdy stuff they're riding. Moving on, 30-minute push-up for a 3-minute descent. Seems legit. Look, if you are not at a lift serve downhill park, or you don't have some way to get buried to the top before you ride the downhill section, this is true. You will be pushing or pedaling your bike for so long, and it's even more excruciating because in your head, you're just so excited to ride the downhill, ride the fast, fun stuff. But you have to push up to the top of the hill or pedal up or whatever it is, and it takes so long, it takes all this energy, and you just can't wait to ride that downhill. And then once you are going downhill, you're going fast, you're taking the short line down the mountain, you're doing jumps and stuff, and it's over like that. I mean, you can have a whole downhill track last less than a minute, and then you have to spend so much time getting back to the top of the trail. And it's the biggest scam ever in mountain biking. But the fun you have riding downhill, it makes it all worth it. I'm not even mad about it because it's so fun to ride the downhill. And then on the uphill rides, you get to spend a lot of time just, you know, relaxing, enjoying your bike. You're in nature, you hear all the birds chirping, you see the wind blowing through the leaves on the trees, and you appreciate all the stuff that you can't see when you're going Mach 10 over the jump. So there is a plus side to it, but going uphill is not nearly as fun as going downhill. I don't know anyone that would say it is. But now we're gonna go on to the last meme of today, and it's oh, this is great. I already know it's gonna be great. What my friends think I do, he's crashing. What my mom thinks I do, oh, he's also crashing. It's true. I will get off a ride, just be hot and sweaty. My mom's like, did you crash? Are you okay? Did you overheat? Like, no. If I'm walking off my bike, then I'm okay. Don't worry. What society thinks I do, oh, he's still crashing. What my cat hopes I do. James, you wouldn't be scheming against me, would you? Cats are devious, man. I kid you not. Sometimes they're out for you. What I think I do, he's still crashing. What I actually do, oh, he's crashing everyone. Hey, some days it goes like that. You want to do all this cool stuff, and just every time you get on your bike, you just crash. Everyone's watching you crash. You have to tell people you crash. That's a bad day when that happens. I really don't enjoy them. Thankfully, not too many days go like that, but it's true. Sometimes it's just not your day to ride a bike, and it feels like you're crashing left and right. You just can't wait to get off the bike and hopefully have a better time the next day. But yeah, that is kind of how mountain biking goes sometimes. And then some days you get on the bike and it's like everything is perfect. You're riding fast, you're doing tricks, you're just riding great. And then this is the flip side of that coin. For every good part, there's a down part. For every uphill, there's a downhill. Oh, mountain biker logic. All right, these are actually great. These are some of the best mountain bike memes I've seen. There's so many more great ones. Mountain biking is such a great sport because it's so funny and all over the place of the stuff you can do, and then mountain bikers are kind of aware of all the goofy stuff that goes on in mountain bikers' brains, and you can just turn around and laugh at yourself for all the silly stuff you do. I hope you guys have enjoyed some of these memes. I don't know how much I enjoyed these because I do feel a little bit called out, especially about the crashing and tricks not looking how you want them to and GoPro effect. So we're gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I've been laughing all day. It's been incredible. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your grandmother, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.